This meeting is being recorded.
Mike, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Tough game, but what can you say about Johnny Juzang, who got hot? He was actually 1 of 5 in the first 10 minutes. Then rattled off 25 points. How important was he in this one?
Well, we passed the ball, and he happened to be the open man. We just finally start passing the ball, and he got to see the ball go in early. And I knew that day was coming for him. He's got that kind of game in him, so it didn't surprise me.
Tarek, go ahead.
Coach, the final play, Oscar da Silva gets free there. I'm sure you'll see more of it on the film. Maybe just talk about that breakdown, maybe what you saw from the sideline.
We win as a team, we lose as a team. So it's the same play they ran at the end of the half, at halftime. And the same guys were in that gave up the same layup at the end of the first half. So at the end of the day, it's a coaching staff's job to make sure you're prepared for something like that. So that's how I look at it. Obviously, we went over stuff, but when you do and you don't get the job done, you obviously didn't go over it enough as a coaching staff. You weren't clear enough in your adjustments.
Ben?
How hard is this to take after fighting back the way you did, looking like you were going to win it, some big plays there, and then to kind of lose in that fashion?
I learned this a long time ago from Bob Huggins, the way you build a program. Losing is never acceptable, Ben. So I take every loss hard. I probably shouldn't. It's probably not good for my health. I don't know how hard the players do, but I know I do. That being said, we got what we deserved, man. Our defense and adherence to the game plan of what we went over and over, switching out on Jones when he comes off the double, not letting Da Silva and Dallaire drive the ball over and over. And we just kept letting it happen. So we had no business winning. So if we'd have won, I'd have told our guys the same thing. We fought. Yeah, we didn't give up. Yeah, that's great. We fought, but we put ourselves in a horrible position with just unacceptable mistakes.
Tracy, go ahead.
Hey, Mick. What was Stanford doing defensively that was so effective? They seemed like they were very effective in doubling Riley down in the post.
They do that to everybody. They were playing a monster lineup, 6'7", 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", and 3 of those guys pretty athletic, Dallaire, Da Silva, and Jones. So what they do is they don't give up points in the paint. That's why every year if you look, their field goal percentage defense is always in the 30s. Around 37, 38, 39 would be a bad year for them. They play big and they pack it in. You got to make shots to beat them. You got to try to get some action on the break, but we got absolutely 0 points on the break today.
Let's go back to Tarek.
Coach, you guys missed 11 straight shots in the first half, but the deficit only got to 11 points. Can you talk about Jalen Clark's energy defensively during that spot just to keep it close?
To be honest with you, Tarek, it's hard for me to remember at that point. I know he always tries to give it. One thing about him, he's all hard on defense. I look at the stat sheet here. 4 rebounds in 11 minutes and 2 steals. So he always helps us when he's in there on defense, no doubt.
Ben, go ahead.
Do you believe in the theory that sometimes a loss can be?
No, no, Ben. No, absolutely not. Because what you guys don't know is we beat Arizona State, and our prepping before the Arizona game, you'd have thought we would have lost Arizona State. The way we watch film, the way I coach, I don't coach the result. I coach the game. I coach, it's constant teaching. It's a game of mistakes. And you got to grow and learn and get better, regardless of result, man. I think, I just don't believe in that. Not saying I'm right, but you got to play right. You got to play smart. Result will take care of itself. We did not deserve to win today. If we'd have won, it would not have been. It probably wouldn't have. I can tell you, I'd have went in Monday. You'd have thought we'd have lost if you went. Whether that happens at the end or not, Monday was going to be a brutal practice. I can promise you.
Mike, go ahead.
Coach, every team is different the way you prepare for them, but you've kind of gotten into a pattern of starting slow in the first half and then picking things up, especially defensively in the second half. How are you going to try to maybe reverse course, have a stronger first half?
I don't really have an answer for that, Mike. I think the most irrelevant stat on the sheet is the halftime score. Would you like us to win 8 in a row and be winning at half? I mean, all that matters is whether you win.
All right. Any final questions for Coach? All right. We'll let you go. Thanks for your time, Coach.